Me a huge favor out there. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too, because we're about to be giving y'all a whole bunch of information that y'all probably not supposed to know. Hit that like button, share the video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man. They've been trying to hit Diddy with that break a nigga cocktail. First they did him like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. That didn't work. Now they trying to do him like Eazy-E. They're claiming, allegedly, Diddy got every STD known to man. I don't know if this stuff is true, but that's what they're claiming. His freak-offs was cheap. Everything about it was cheap, down to the men they hired. It was low budget because Diddy ain't got the money like that. They're claiming that he hired men to sleep with his girlfriends so he wouldn't have to take the blame for giving them STDs. And now his symptoms are so out of control, they can't wait until October for his bail hearing. They need to figure out a way to get him out of there now, because every night he's spreading his shit all in that jail. And before you know it, they ain't gonna have no more inmates, no more staff. The freak offs is going down like that. And that cell, the jail is only so big. When they told him he was getting off, the first thing he did was bend over on the chair and start beating on the chair. The lady couldn't draw his butt wiggling. You could see the swishes. You could see the swishes in the paint. But she couldn't describe exactly what was happening in that courtroom. But he bent over on the chair, started pounding on that shit, looking back. He was ready to start freaking off. They need to get him some help, because he ain't doing good. He's sickly in there. And you got male escorts claiming that him and Cassie gave him STDs so bad that he can't go to work. The big, beautiful bill, they'll cut off health care for people with all different types of illnesses. They looking for them Diddy checks to come in. They ain't coming. Just because he's a millionaire on paper don't mean he got disposable income. And on top of that, he allegedly got every STD you can possibly think of. Diddy and Cassie got sued by a male escort who's claiming he contracted a STD after having sex with the singer, like I told y'all. The only way it makes sense for Cassie to hire these scumbags, these dust bunnies that he meet on Craigslist. Some of these dudes, he met them walking down the street, dark alleys. You're like, why would he want something like that up in his girl? That way, he ain't got to take the blame for when Cassie got them sores on her mouth, or when these girls itching all down yonder and they don't know what the hell going on. They ain't got to blame it on Diddy. He could blame it on the male escorts. And this has been going on for years, allegedly. And that's why Jennifer Lopez's relationship with her dude never could work out, because they got to explain to the clinic who did what. They pointing at each other. They don't know who did what, when, where, and how. When Diddy is the main person allegedly spreading this stuff. We got to, and like I said, everything you're hearing in this video is alleged allegations and speculations. I don't believe none of it. I feel like Diddy kept himself up for a long time. Every time you see him, he looked healthy. But that don't mean nothing. You got people alleging that the reason why these celebrities be sleeping with the same people. When you hear about these celebrity exes, they be passing along the same person over and over. And you wonder why they won't just find somebody outside of that small little circle. Out of all the millions and billions of people in the world, how come Quavo and Chris Brown both sleeping with Saweetie and Karrueche Trans? How come Lauren London been with Diddy, T.I., Nipsey Hussle, and everybody in this small circle? All the way into Black Hollywood, the actors, they be sleeping around in they same little circle or whatever the case is. There's people alleging that the reason why they do this is because they all got STDs. And they figure since they all got it, it ain't nothing else for them to catch. And they don't want to harm people outside of their circle. They don't want to turn other people into vampires. They's trying to stay with their own little clique to try to contain the STDs. Allegedly. I don't know for sure, but people got all different types of theories. Y'all need to listen at this, man.
In real black neighborhoods, so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And, you know, and it got so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Now they're claiming that Diddy is responsible for Craig Mack having AIDS. And they said Biggie was starting to slim down before he got shot. He did that song Biggie, 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 and he was looking slimmer and slimmer when they was doing the damn video shoot or whatever. His clothes was falling all off. They had to edit the video because it was a part of the video. His drawers fell down, ass crack all out, Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. He was losing too much weight because allegedly Diddy got to him. That goes for Little Kim. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. They say the same thing about her, which I don't believe none of this stuff, especially about the people that's deceased. They said Tupac, Diddy gave him STDs, and that's why he was so furious. So we got to see how deep this go, and we're about to get into it right now, man. Yo, Reg, pull that up. Jaguar Wright been saying a lot of this stuff. I don't know if y'all believe her or if y'all take her seriously, but 90% of this information is coming from Jag. People think she the encyclopedia of what's going on in the hip-hop world. Y'all seen she did a tour with Jay-Z. The Roots snatched her wig off on stage, and that's the last time you seen her on stage with a real celebrity, man. She ran off holding the back of her neck so nobody would see them buckshots. They never invited her back, but she got a lot of claims about these celebrities out here. Jaguar Wright drops a bombshell about Shawn Diddy Combs' health status and his friendship with Jay-Z. They saying Jay-Z got it too. And usually when people have deformed features, like their eyes too big, lips too big, nose too big, a lot of times that come from STDs. They saying that Jay-Z been had it. And I don't know how true that is. Beyonce getting tired. They saying her concert is whack. She let Blue Ivy do all the dances. They talking about she reinvented the robot and all this bullshit. It's getting bad out here. Now we starting to understand why a lot of these celebrities start looking real bad once they get old because they got diseases. And let's keep it real. There's people out there right now laughing at the video. And you sickly, you just don't know it because you ain't go get checked out. So this ain't no laughing matter. I ain't making this video to crack jokes about people with any type of disease. They don't even have to be an STD. People eating this bullshit every day and don't know what's going on with them for real. So, like I said, I ain't trying to make light of the situation. I'm trying to let y'all know what's going on. Because if Diddy come home and he ain't got no money, like how they're claiming, he ain't got no money, and they pass that bill, and he ain't going to be able to get no Medicare, no Obamacare, no nothing. Before you know it, he going to be spraying whatever he got in the hood because there's still people out there that's willing to have a good time with this man because not only is he a celebrity, he's the most famous man in the world. And he's a magnet for whatever it is that he wants. So if he wants you, your mama, your grandmama, it can happen. And that's for men and women out there. So we all need to be concerned. That's the reason why they wanted to keep him in there, because they talking about he's a safety risk. He's a hazard to society, not because he big and he tough and he gonna get somebody killed, but whatever it is that he got, they haven't been able to contain it yet. Look at this, y'all.
Years ago.
Look, you're not actually going to get anything done by watching another YouTube video. In fact, you're literally
Shut
only
outta here.
procrastinating more.
The hell is going on?
Man, looks like Diddy's legal mess just hit a whole new level of dirty. And this ain't just about freak-offs and lawsuits anymore. Word is, Diddy might be battling something serious behind the scenes diseases, allegedly HIV. Now prosecutors are waving around his medical report, and the wildest part, they're naming celebs he may have exposed. The claims hit the headlines a couple of months back, and the internet has been wild ever since. And now, with the trial underway, we finally have an answer on his own personal issues he tried to hide. Now, when Diddy stepped out in that courtroom, Diddy looked way thinner and grayer. According to reports, Diddy allegedly didn't just lose weight behind bars because he's missing that private chef lifestyle. Nah, folks saying the weight drop is because bruh's body is breaking down from something way deeper. Allegedly.
They're saying he's deteriorating in jail. He's falling apart. He's not himself. He can't keep it together. It's not just the hair and stuff. It's everything about him. His hygiene fucked up. He's stinking. They don't know why. It ain't got nothing to do with the Zest soap. He all about that zest. He been zesty before he started using that soap. So that's not what it is. The deodorant not working. That Old Spice not helping. He already old and he been spicy. So that ain't gonna solve the problem. They're trying to get him to a medical facility outside of America where they could really do some shit to help him, man. And have you noticed a lot of the people that get work done or go get something done seriously and want to get it done right, they got to go to Turkey or they got to go to Brazil or somewhere outside of the U.S. They trying to get Diddy over there so they can eradicate the AIDS once and for all. Because if he stay in America, they're going to keep on giving him some shit that's going to make it worse and potentially spread to the environment. Cassie already on the loose, and she's the main one people need to be concerned about, but people so busy giving her sympathy because she's a female. Don't nobody want to talk bad about Cassie. I did a video, what was it, the other day about Cassie, and people got mad because I tried to hold her a little bit accountable for what's going on. You got people claiming that she gave them STDs, but don't nobody want to talk about that, when the truth of the matter is she's still out here and she could possibly be spreading more stuff. Look at this, y'all. People was pissed off about this video I did. And all I did was drop facts about Cassie. I didn't put Diddy on the thumbnail. I didn't put no male on the thumbnail. So that's the reason. But I recommend that y'all check this video out so y'all can at least hear me out and see where I'm coming from. Okay, let's get back into this. Come on.
HIV. This ain't about no bad prison diet or him skipping chow time. Diddy has been living that down low lifestyle for years, forcing himself on dudes, hiring male escorts, and even allegedly getting freaky in prison. Yeah, behind bars, folks say Diddy's got himself a full-blown fan club of jail groupies who allegedly fight to make his bed.
Right. According to you, the inmates are fighting over making his bed.
Yep. Well, really, according to Lisa Evers, I want to give her credit. Lisa Evers does an amazing job.
And then there's the baby oil. The feds found about 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his crib. Word is he used these oils for his freak-off sessions where everyone gets oiled up.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
While Diddy was held up in a prison. According to prison insiders, Diddy wasn't just chilling with his groupies. Rumor is he's allegedly been getting down with them. And in jail, where protection ain't exactly available at will, you already know how risky that is. In an interview, Jaguar Wright came forward and straight up said Diddy's been battling HIV. According to her, not only has he faced the diagnosis head on, but she hinted that there are at least 20 other men in the industry who might be in the same boat as Diddy, allegedly infected. She wouldn't drop names just yet, saying she's saving it for her upcoming show, but she called it a bigger problem that goes way beyond just Diddy.
The real black neighborhoods, so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go.
Cut this shit off before I smack my motherfucking self. I mean, y'all don't heard it, or y'all heard enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be glad when they figure out what they're going to do with this man so we can just hang it up. I mean, I could hang it up, but in all reality, there's not too much out there within the black celebrity world worth talking about, unless you want to talk about how Jonathan Majors hooked up with that chick. What's her name? I don't even know, Megan Good or whatever the case is. Who gives a damn? It's a lot of shootings, people getting shot in their ass at hip-hop concerts. It's typical stuff, man. It seemed like Diddy is all Black America really have left that's worth talking about on the mainstream level. Unless you're going to talk about the little old lady that split her pants when she was gardening her grass or some bull. Don't nobody want to hear that. People want to hear about Diddy for the most part. And they're saying that he got AIDS. I would hate to see a black man of his caliber go out like that. But you figure we all been getting freaky for a long ass time. Some of y'all been getting freaky in grade school. Some of y'all had babies young, and you know you ain't had no business doing what you was doing. Some of y'all men out there, y'all only in y'all 20s, got like 5 kids and shit. Y'all ain't using protection. So don't come here to talk about Diddy or look down on him. This is a video for everybody. This is a conversation we all need to be having. Because we all, not me, but y'all all sickly one way or another. Just looking in the comment section, man, I can tell it's a bunch of diseased people that watch these videos, man. And I ain't trying to talk about the people that watch my channel, but I noticed there's a pattern of people that like to leave comments on my video, man. I ain't calling y'all dusty. I'm just saying I noticed that people that acquire Shawn Blazington style videos just so happen to be on the broker spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody hit my Cash App in months. It been like 6. I ain't getting out one Cash App. I'm like, damn, these niggas getting dustier and dustier every day. And they worried about Diddy having STDs. I made this video so you can get checked out. Diddy gonna be all right. As soon as he get home, they gonna fly him wherever he need to go to get some help. But I'm trying to enlighten y'all and instill fear in your heart. So when you leave the hospital and they give you your status, you might consider hitting the Cash App because I gave you a heads up. That's really what this is all about, man. Because people been knowing this stuff for years. Y'all need to look at this. Hold on. Let me play this. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. We're going to listen to this.
Girl, the streets are saying that Diddy just got exposed for allegedly having HIV, and the internet is on fire. Not only are they saying that, but there are reports that he allegedly passed it on to some very famous people at his freak-offs. Yeah, it looks like we're about to start seeing people turn on Diddy because this is crazy. The rumors first started going around when his trial started, and he was looking very skinny. At first, fans assumed that he had a hard time adjusting to life behind bars because it wasn't exactly the 5-star treatment that he was used to. But now it looks like we might have been wrong, judging by the new HIV allegations. So who exactly did he supposedly pass it to during those freak-offs? Girl, this is about to get wild, so let's break it down. Like I said, when the trial started, people couldn't help but notice how different Diddy looked. He didn't have that same flashy, confident energy folks were used to seeing at parties, red carpets, or even just walking through the city. Instead, he looked...
They thought he was going to come out in the courtroom with a shiny suit on, with $1 million worth of jewelry on. He walk out the cell looking like he in a music video. The whole time he in jail, it looked like he just filming. Got his feet up. He driving a Maybach to the damn lunchroom in the jail. He standing all on the tables and shit. He dancing. They got bottles of champagne in the jail. What they expect for him to look like in prison? Like, oh, he ain't had them chain. Nigga must be sick. He ain't have on not one chain in his jail cell. The only bracelets he had on was them cuffs and them shackles around his damn wrist and ankles, y'all. I'll be so glad when this shit is over. You know, I don't wish death on nobody. But if Diddy died tomorrow, a lot of people, lives will go back to normal, but then they'll go through that phase to where they be mourning Diddy. It'd be an outrage if Diddy passed in jail. The whole nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelites, all them niggas would be out there. They'll probably climb the building and everything if something happened to Diddy. It'd be women out in the street crying for no reason, snatch their wig off on national television looking terrible. Mascara running all down their faces. It'd be a shit show, man. They need to let him out before shit really get bad, because people don't know how bad it's going to get. But I'm here to let y'all know that things are about to get crazy. I suggest y'all start budgeting and quit with all that takeout and invest in a pot, get you some pans and shit. Because it's about to, I mean, you can keep on living the way you've been living, but down the line, you're going to be hurting bad because you ain't going to be able to do it no more, man. All that Amazoning people doing, you're going to suffer. Man, a lot of that shit you really don't need. You could use your bare ass hands. Y'all getting all these gadgets and gadgets when all you got to do is use your hands and feet. But that's Negro here, no there. Diddy is sickly, and we got to figure out how sick is he and what do they plan on doing about it. Look at this, y'all. Diddy's legal issues seem like they are far from over, with a new lawsuit being filed against the disgraced mogul and his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. Lord, not just Diddy, but Cassie going through it too. After the Bad Boy founder was acquitted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, TMZ confirmed he was being sued by a male escort. Lord, he allegedly hired in 2009. I got to put that gravy on it to make it interesting. If I don't do all that extra shit, it's just going to be bland. I got to put that Tabasco on it to keep people interested, man. And on top of that, he got AIDS too, Lord, allegedly. The plaintiff, Clifton Howard, filed a lawsuit against Diddy and Cassie, claiming that the ex-couple drugged, manipulated, and traumatized him when he began participating in Diddy's so-called freak-offs. Lord, Lord, Lord. Howard has claimed Diddy enlisted him for the alleged drug-fueled sex parties, which Cassie previously described as disgusting and humiliating. Oh my God. According to TMZ, Howard claimed that he contracted an STD after reluctantly having unprotected sex with Cassie on multiple occasions. He also claims he impregnated the singer, but she had an abortion without his knowledge. He found out after the fact. He called around to every clinic in New York City to see if Cassie had an abortion. He noticed she had a little baby bump, but she ain't say nothing. And Diddy act like he ain't know what was going on neither. And it's all after he got them STDs from Cassie. Howard made similar claims in a recent interview with Radar Online, saying he thought it was strange that Cassie wanted to have unprotected sex even after the alleged pregnancy. So what's so strange? If you got her pregnant, y'all was already having unprotected sex. But he thought it was even stranger that after he got her pregnant and she aborted his baby, that she wanted to use protection. Like, what the fuck for, Cassie? We already had a baby. Like, why we gotta start using protection now? You already got pregnant. He act like he was in a relationship with Cassie. He said she told me that she had been pregnant and was sure it was my child. She started to cry and said she was sorry. She claimed that she hadn't wanted to do it. I had no choice but to forgive her. She still had unprotected sex with me, and that was the strange part for me. I didn't want to have unprotected sex with her. I wanted to put on a condom, but she insisted on it. She told me she was on birth control now, so we didn't have anything to worry about. Times like this, I wish I hit the lottery and had $1 million in cash, some jet skis, some pretty girls, a big house, put my feet up, don't have to do this shit. But you figure somebody got to do it, man. I'm trying to make it make sense. But it get harder and harder every day. According to TMZ, Howard went by Dave. Not Dave Chappelle, just Dave, when he was hired for Diddy's alleged sex parties. He said he worked for Diddy for about 5 years, freaking off, full time, no days off, just sex with Cassie, unprotected, STDs included, being trafficked for commercial sex and satisfying the couple's sexual fetishes and personal ambitions. He also accused Cassie of forcing him to take ecstasy and participate in hours-long masturbation sessions that would leave his penis scabbed and peeled. Oh my goodness. He beat that thing until it was raw. Like, don't you stop beating that monkey. Like, yes, Cassie, yes. He crying, he beat his bleeding. Every time he stroking. That motherfucker hurt. He said this shit was scabbing after he was done. Like, yo, homeboy, what's wrong with you, man? You all right? Like, man, been beating off and bitch Cassie got me beating off and shit. Man, look at my shit, man. She paid me to beat this motherfucker. Been spanking, been choking this chicken for Cassie and shit. He get to the emergency room, mad as hell. Like, sir, calm down. Like, I'm sick of this bitch, man. Got me scraping and scratching this shit. I like that, daddy, when you scraping and scrambling and scratching for shit, man. He go in the cabinet. He knock all that shit down. Oh, you see the pill bottles. He's scraping and scrambling for shit. Oh man, he said he also accused Cassie of forcing him to take ecstasy and participating in hours-long masturbation sessions that would leave his penis scabbed and peeled. Man, they ought to throw him in jail right next to Diddy for even saying this stupid shit, man. He talking about he want $250 million. Oh my God, Howard claimed his time with Diddy and Cassie resulted in physical and psychological harm, costing medical bills, lost wages and benefits, and the loss of enjoyment of life, man. He just can't live his life no more. Oh my God, we gotta move on. Y'all listening? All right, here we go. Lord have mercy.
He looked smaller, older, completely worn out. Nothing like the Diddy everyone remembered. It wasn't just about losing a few pounds or switching up his style. Something about him seemed off, and people began to wonder if there was more to the story. And of course, many people blamed it on stress. Facing serious legal trouble would break down even the strongest person, especially someone like Diddy, who has been living large for decades. But this wasn't your typical stress weight loss. His whole appearance had shifted in a way that had people concerned, and it didn't take long for rumors to pop up.
Man, he started going broke when he started wearing those chocolate chains. Some of that jewelry started getting real ridiculous. And it's like, okay, Puff, what's going on? He started to get on his Flavor Flav shit. And for the dummies out there, they're like, oh, he balling out of control. No, when rappers start wearing big, stupid jewelry for no reason, that mean that they going broke. Let me show y'all something. Prime example, when Slick Rick started having money problems, that's when his jewelry got more ridiculous, man. He come out there with that Easter Sunday chocolate bunny chain. He only perform in New York winters. When it's hot outside, you can't find Slick Rick no fucking where, man. That shit gonna melt. Diddy started doing this goofy shit too. He hit you with the Brian Pumper jewels. And before you know it, people lined up at his concert or whatever. And shout out to Slick Rick. But this is what happened. When you see the jewelry start getting ridiculous like that, that mean they having financial problems. Because they figure, hell, as long as I look rich, I can get some free shit. And that's true. You go to the food court looking like that, they gonna give you the biggest free sample you ever seen in your life. They gonna hand you a whole Chinese dinner with a toothpick in that bitch. Just because you got on all them chains. When the Migos, you see Quavo with all that shit on, as soon as the Migos started doing bad, they come out with 50 chains on. And like 18 bracelets. Like, oh, ain't no way they doing bad. No, that's a sign that they doing terrible. You see a motherfucker that really got millions in the bank, they come out with a skinny chain on and a tiger's eye bracelet on, and that's it. But that's Negro here, no there. Okay, y'all need to look at this real quick.
Apparently, Diddy's knee has been bothering him recently, so he reported it. At some point, it was decided that he needed medical care outside of the jail, so he was taken to a Brooklyn hospital.
Breaking news tonight, Shawn Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear.
The saga surrounding Shawn Diddy Combs has taken a shocking turn.
God damn, the AI got AI. I'm gonna have to do this shit myself. I ain't never heard the AI have AI before. They fight the AI fighting over who gonna do the presentation or whatever. But yeah, I had to let y'all know what's going on with Diddy because I swear. Matter of fact, let me take y'all on a little trip real quick so we can get a better understanding of what's going on all together. I love doing this too. I love going down memory lane because it helped me realize what the hell happened to people of color. Because when you interact with your own people, a lot of people are uncomfortable. I just seen something to where family reunions is at an all-time low because when the grandparents in the family die, they ain't got no respect for the aunties or whoever else is left after. They ain't coming over to Aunt Gladys' house for no get-togethers. And she a crack bitch, and she got pictures online. She bent over working the pole and all that. They ain't getting together to go to her house for Christmas. Because they don't respect Aunt Gladys. That's why they ain't doing the shit no more. Look, y'all got to see this. Look. Your grandmother was in this man's presence. Your grandmother freaked off for this man back in the day. Your grandmother popped that coochie at his concert. Not my grandmother, but your grandmother. She put on his records and let that shit rock. That's for the new generation. Matter of fact, this a lot of y'all great-grandmother's era that they come up under, man. They was raised up, you was raised up as Uncle Luke. This y'all old school music. That's how nasty a lot of y'all is out there. My old school, Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Gerald Levert. The Whispers, the goddamn Temptations. That's my old school. Luther Vandross. Your old school is Uncle Luke. That's where we at, man. STDs was running rampant back then. A lot of y'all was born with AIDS and don't even know it. Now, let's get into some more modern times. Y'all gotta look at this, man. A lot of y'all was raised up on it. Nicki, as far back as you can remember, your mother, when you was in a baby seat, she had that Nicki Minaj playing in the back. You was raised this. A lot of y'all respect Nicki Minaj. Y'all pay homage to Nicki. And to make matters worse, look at this. Nicki Minaj was getting backlash because she wasn't paying homage to Lil' Kim. That's where we at with it, man. We live in some slutty times. Ain't nobody worthy of respect. Nobody. And there was a lot of STDs and shit flying back then too. Gonorrhea, syphilis, all of that. It was happening. So this is a part of the norm. Now we could fast forward. Hold on, look, no, one more. People let Amber Rose rock out for years. Look. They did the slut walk. She was a super villain. She had a Captain Save-A-Ho and everything. She reigned, y'all. She had her queendom. Amber Rose came in the game and did her thing. This nigga had a sign. She had 21 Savage with a sign that said, "I'm a hoe too." And this a decade ago. So I'm trying to catch y'all up and bring y'all up to speed where we at right now and what's going on in society. Because people gave these people a pass and been influenced and followed behind these people, man. Young Miami came through and people respect Young Miami. She said she liked taking them golden showers and shit. And people thought she was doing it big because she was with Diddy. Having a freak off is the cheapest shit you can do. He wasn't paying those male escorts 10 stacks. You figure they working for Diddy, he at least giving them 20 G's a night. No, he was breaking them off $500. And they'd be lucky if they leave out of there with $1,200. That's what was happening, man. They was doing it for it was, not only was it sleazy, but it was cheap. Like, oh, if they freaking off with Diddy, they getting paid. He breaking them off hundreds of thousands of dollars. They wasn't getting paid. He was paying the men. These girls weren't getting a damn thing, but some attention. Now, we starting to see the aftermath of all of this fun that people been having. People only pay attention during the glorious part of your life. When you out there young and you sexy and you living it up. But when you start deteriorating and your ass is dying, people not trying to put a camera on your ass. They don't want to see you when you going through with them STDs eating you inside out. They said Young Miami landed in Honduras last night, allegedly. She landed on top of Dr. Sebi's house. Usher was at the Whole Foods the other day. He had a whole cart full of sea moss. He trying to get right. But that's Negro here, no there, man. Y'all got to be careful out here because it's all fun and games until it ain't no more. Y'all seen what's going on with Kodak Black. He out in the streets. He don't even know his first name. He talking about his name, Bodak Yellow. Cardi B filed a lawsuit on his ass. He don't know where the fuck he at. Like, no, I'm Bodak Yellow. You Kodak Black. I'm Bodak Yellow. I'm Bodak Yellow. You don't know what the fuck going on. Man, them butter beans and them collard greens ain't gonna be able to save her ass. She about due for some prunes. She headed that route, man. She gonna have to get back to her roots and cut this bullshit out. Hold on, who the hell keep texting me? Yeah, she gonna have to get back to her roots. A lot of y'all do, man. She gonna have to figure out how to work a hot comb. Cause her ship is sinking. But we got to talk about, matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do for y'all. And I'm going to make it simple for the people that really do care about this stuff. And everybody should. Hold on. And this may sound mean. And I don't want to do this like that. Because like I said, everything you hearing in this video is alleged allegations and speculations. So keep that in mind too. I'm not some cornball on here trying to be funny. Damn, I need to be careful with this shit, man. They said that Diddy been sick for a long time. And the same way they said Cassie been sick for a long time, but Cassie got kids, and the question is, do that mean that the kids are sick too? Is it a possibility people could be born sick and don't even know it? We heard of crack babies, but is there such thing as AIDS babies? And I don't wish that on nobody, man. It's hard to think about, even harder to talk about. But we got to be realistic about this stuff. They saying Diddy been sick for way back in the day. Way back in the day. And he been surviving off of the medication. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Look. They say he looking sickly. Is this something new? Or was he always like that? You just couldn't tell. Because the rumor is that Tevin Campbell is really his father. And I know he look a whole lot like Puff, but if you look at him, he look more like Kim Porter than he do Puff. And if Tevin Campbell is really his father, that can explain why his singing skills is a hell of a lot better than his rapping skills. But the reason why Diddy never wanted him to sing is because he didn't want to let the cat out the bag. Because he already got another son that's by an R&B singer, Quincy. But people already know about him. He just don't want people to know about his other kids. They're a bunch of misfits. Diddy living like Michael Jackson. Justin is Blanket. Motherfucking Christian is Carrot. And Quincy is Paris. He ain't none of their daddy for real. But 50 Cent, he got the short end of the stick as far as hip hop is concerned. His baby mama, it ain't no diss track he could write. It ain't no beef. It ain't no nothing he can do to stop the fact that his baby mother was sex working for Diddy. So if Diddy got an STD and she was sex working for Diddy and then had a baby with 50 Cent, it's a possibility, allegedly, that 50 Cent out here spreading, or he got something, because they all within that same little circle. So if she got it from Diddy, or Diddy got it from Cassie, and like, I ain't gonna be speaking on nobody's kids or whatever, but it's a possibility all Black Hollywood is sick. Every last one of them. From the top to the bottom. They all in it together. So you figure you ain't never had $1 million in your life. Some of y'all never had 100 G's. Some of y'all never had $10,000 at one time. And all the sex you've been having unprotected. Just imagine if you was a celebrity, how many slip-ups and mistakes you would have had. And these people got access to millions of people. So shit get hot and heavy, one thing leads to another, and bam, next thing you know, they having sex with somebody that has sex with everybody. And you ain't got to be famous to have sex with somebody that don't have sex with everybody, especially if you live in a small town. And for my people that live in small towns, small cities and shit, you don't know if you with your cousin, second, third, fourth, fifth cousin, especially if you call yourself being a player or being a hoe in your small ass town. You probably don't bang your third or fourth uncle. You don't know who's who out here. So I ain't trying to pick on the celebrities. I'm just letting y'all know that it's a possibility that any and all of them can have it. All right, here we go. Yay or nay? Do he got something or no? Homie look like he ain't been asleep in weeks. He need a little pick-me-up just to get out the damn bed in the morning. Like, yeah, man, you know, I started with that shit on Menace to Society. You know, it helps me get through my days. And I just, you know, if I ain't have it, I wouldn't be able to play the... He said when he played Pinky on Friday, Ice Cube was about to kick his ass off the set until he figured out he just could not pull out the character. Until Cube got serious with him. He was talking about replacing him. Next day, he showed up as Pinky. And I'm pretty sure he needed a little something to help him bring the character out. Yo, Eddie Murphy, a OG in the game. He been getting cheeks since the 70s. Y'all don't think he slipped up one time and the condom popped or whatever the case was? Yay or nay? Y'all think he got something or no? Just because they old, that don't mean nothing. This nigga been getting butt since his days on Mars. When he got to Earth, he was at least 90 years old already. This a motherfucker that ain't never been young. He been blasting cheeks since the 30s. Y'all seen that video where Bill Cosby made a mistake and called him daddy? And he looked at Bill Cosby and grabbed his belt and Bill Cosby started crying? Y'all ain't see that? Yo, I'm sorry, daddy. Morgan Freeman looked like he was about to beat his ass. Like, all right, son. Y'all think he got it? I don't know. Yo, be real. Jody Joe wasn't the only one clapping them cheeks. There's plenty of niggas that went down on her and made her get up and make him some tacos. She running. They got her holding hands with Tyler Perry. He probably made her shave her head and put a fade on her like Boosie and tore that ass up. Allegedly. What y'all think? She might be a survivor. What the fuck? They need to do another Ghostbusters movie ASAP. Shit. They want a female version of everything except for Slimer. They might as well just go ahead and put that together. God damn. Shit, she probably be sparring with Floyd Mayweather at night. Like, come on, Floyd, you bitch ass, punk ass motherfucker, hit me. Like, I'll be your punching bag, you sissy bitch. Like, all right, Oprah, give you another black eye, give you another black eye. Like, I'll be your punching bag any day, you moron. She's been sparring with Floyd Mayweather for the past 13 years. Oh, and no disrespect. Y'all young boys don't want none of that smoke. Cause when she put them cougar paws in your back, your ass gonna be stuck. Like, oh, a young and tender, I can break them down. She break your bitch ass down, you gonna be working at a beauty salon. You be like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes. She put them cougar paws in your back, you gonna be her bitch. They should say she a dominatrix. Allegedly. I don't know this stuff for sure. But do y'all think she got something? Even if she do, she gonna beat it. Her last name is Divine. Hold on, man. Like, no, I'm not washing your dishes. I'm not cleaning your toilets. I only do that shit on TV. You got me fucked up. I'm not taking out your trash. No, I ain't baking you no motherfucking sweet potato pie. I only do that shit on TV. Like, you're not my type. Because you're not white, you're not my type. She got a white man waiting for her to get home right now. Okay, we gotta get... What in the hell? they need to quit doing these black horror movies because people be getting stuck in character. The black horror movies be extra scary because when you see a black person scared, that's some old scary ass shit. That's something you hardly see. A nigga shook. When you see a black person scared, that gets you scared. You see them black horror movies, they cut the lights out and all you see is their eyeballs looking scared. You be like, oh shit. They don't need no special effects. Just show a nigga looking scared. What was that movie? Look. Yeah, man, you don't need no special effect. Just show her ass looking scared. That's all the scary you need. I think they need to quit. With them, oh hell no, man. Freddy Krueger with no makeup. Hold on, go back to that. Look, that's all you need to see. That shit scary as fuck. But that's Negro here, no there. We supposed to be talking about, we got to get back to some serious business. Like I said, Diddy got STDs, allegedly, and they don't know if they going to get him out early so he can get some help or whatever the case is. We just got to wait and see. Okay, let's get back into this real quick. Y'all listening? What the fuck? Oh, shit, that's my homie. I got to call my nigga back. Oh, know what I'm saying? I ain't talked to my homie in years, man. We grew up together. We did a song called Slap a Hole when we was 12 and 13. And, listening back to I ought to play that shit. Matter of fact, let me pull it up real quick because y'all think I'm lying. You pull this. Let me see if it's on my phone. Slap. Oh, it's on there. Hold on. Listen. Play that shit. Oh, goddamn. It's coming through my goddamn speakers. Wait a minute. I do apologize. What the fuck? Turn the Bluetooth off. Okay, y'all listening?
Nigga wanna slap you home. Yeah, bitch, the fuck wrong with you? Stank bitch, slap y'all home, bitch. Stupid ass bitch. Bitch. Haha. Yeah. I'm thinking on a slap a hoe. Slap a hoe like you know. Slap a hoe. Slap a hoe. Fuck you hoe. Gold digging ass bitches. Dig my switches. But now I look for the bitches with the riches. Because all these hoes is some tricks. Good ass chillin' days.
Damn shame. I don't know how many times I got slapped by hoes. Since you gotta be careful what you put out there, man. I got slapped by about 10 hoes in my lifetime. Now I know to never do no shit like that again. Shit, what goes around comes around. I mean, I got slapped like a bitch. But the only reason why I ain't hit them back is because I ain't want to go to jail. We're going to talk about that on another video. But it's... Oh, man, as far as Diddy go, we got to listen at this, y'all. Y'all listening? All right, here we go.
Everyone, I'm your host, Billie Jean Shaw, where we're starting the day off with big breaking news in the entertainment world. The verdict is in. One-time global hip-hop mogul Shawn Diddy Combs, accused of sexual abuse against women and forced drug activity, was acquitted this morning on racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, but found guilty of the lesser charges. The jury found Combs guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, which carries 10 years each, 2 charges of that, and not guilty on 1 count of racketeering, conspiracy, and 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. His bond hearing is set for 5 p.m. today. Here to help us break all of this down is attorney Tyler Bailey from the Bailey Law Firm. Tyler, thank you so much for being here today.
Of course.
Yes, when you look at the overall take of the trial, what do you think went right? What went wrong?
Yeah, well, first, these charges that Mr. Combs was accused of committing were egregious. Most people saw the video with Miss Ventura in the hotel where Mr. Combs was seen dragging her across the floor. And he had several charges, the big one being the racketeering charge, which had a penalty of life in prison, and the sex trafficking charges. So I think—
Is that the same as a RICO?
Yes, RICO.
Okay.
Yeah, racketeering, RICO, same thing.
Okay.
And I think that this case was a huge case. He could have went to jail for life. He was still convicted of 2 of the charges, which do have penalties of 10 years each. But overall, it was a win for the defense. And I think that the prosecution, you know, they tried to get conviction, but they fell short.
And that was my next question.
Yo, your black attorney gonna flip the script as soon as he get paid. He doing all that paperwork. He doing his job until he get that first check. That's when he become the damn victim. Be like, first of all, you ain't got your credentials together. Second of all, man, I got bigger, better clients. Like, it was nice doing business with you, sir, but as of right now, I have some other things that I have to attend to. He gonna do enough work to get that first paycheck. That's messed up how they got him talking about Diddy, some hip-hop shit. I wonder what he do with the rest of his time. He in the office listening to Biggie. It was all a dream. He finally get a Diddy case or something going. How would you feel if your attorney was black? If his last name ain't Cochran, your ass shit out of luck. Come to find out your black attorney done banged your mama. He all up in your girlfriend. He trying to holler at your little sister. He calling your house when he know you ain't home. Like, hello, Miss Blazington, how you doing, ma'am? I just wanted to let you know that everything's going good with your husband's case, and I'm down here about to do some shopping at the mall. I was wondering if you need anything. I'm gonna be buying some shit with your husband's money. And that's not all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it be like that sometimes. The only way, black nerds need to step to the forefront. We need more geeky ass black people out here. I mean, geeky. There's a market for a geeky ass black person, man. They got a nappy ass afro, bifocals on, always giggling and shit. Nigga, you get my vote.
Like, hi, I'm your attorney, Dexter. I was raised in the ghetto, but don't get it twisted. I was raised in the ghetto, but don't get it twisted. Like, whatever, Playboy, do your thing. Here's my bank account number, and just make sure you do your job. People be trying to be fly all the time. That's what make a motherfucker untrustworthy, when you trying to be fly all the damn time. Like, this nigga ain't gonna do nothing but take my money and buy some rims. I ain't about to give you my money so you can buy some Gucci. Like, yes, brother, I'm your black attorney. As you can see, I just stepped out of a Benz. I can't do nothing for cheap. Give me a nerdy-ass black attorney. The nigga pull up in one of the Mini Coopers. Like, hello, Mr. Blazy. Just fresh out of my Mini Cooper, ready to do some damage.
How would you feel going to a black business and a lady at the register got on the thickest bifocals you ever seen in your fucking life? And she got good customer service skills? Like, let me get that, and that. Her hands should be shaking when she give you back your change.
Like, have a nice day.
Like, don't worry, I'll be back. You go in a black restaurant, and he take your order with 30 chains on and shit. He be like, that's all you want? When he gave you a change, he put it on the table and walk off. But that's Negro. And we supposed to be talking about Diddy. The black experience is busted, man. And that's the reason why they doing all this AI shit, because black people not entertaining no more. They ain't need AI back when niggas was entertaining. When Diddy was doing his thing in the 90s, it was no point in having AI. You had a nigga in a shiny suit that looked like he don't know his fucking ABCs and dancing around. Now that's entertainment. Look. With a bubblehead nigga named Mace. Look. You come all you want to, run all you want to. Money, I'ma front you, girl, I'm gonna flaunt you. If I die now, my love will still haunt you. Like, both of these niggas slow as fuck. When we was supporting Diddy back in the day, it was like doing charity work. Like, them niggas look like they could use the money. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Like, oh shit, retarded niggas running the game. They rap like they had a handicap. Like, something wrong with Mace. Like, no, don't say that about Mace. You had people that was willing to go to bat for them because we thought they was slow. But it ain't like that no more, man. Times don't change. God damn. He was the Stevie Wonder of rap. This nigga was the Stevie Wonder of rap. If Mace went blind and came back rapping, his shit gonna go diamond. Like, y'all can't see me, y'all can't see me, y'all can't see me. Like, yo, did you hear that new Mace? That nigga bugging. God damn, Kanye got big herpes on his mouth. Hey, man, it be like that. He need to get back to Chicago, or whatever the case is. Ah, damn, those some retarded ass looking niggas. Them niggas never got off the little bus. The tutor come on the little bus just to teach them niggas in class. They park the bus up to the school. The tutor come out and teach them niggas on the bus. Like, ain't no point getting off the bus, Puff. We do everything in-house. I mean, in bus. Everything in bus, Puff. Ain't no point getting off the bus. Mace, can you please stop smoking la? Puff, why try? I'm a thug. I'ma die. Damn. Shit, Dr. Dre invented the Eat a Booty gang. Trick Daddy need to cut him a check. Like, wait a minute, y'all niggas done took my shit again. Niggas wasn't eating booty before I came in the game. Okay, I'm about to get out of here, man. I just wanted to get y'all the news and let y'all know what's going on. Them niggas was floating with the bug eyes. They was having the time of their life back there, man. This was when entertainment was entertainment. Now they got AI and shit because niggas don't know how to act no more. And the thing that tripped me out about the AI is that they map niggas out. They know how to act just like a nigga. It's an act. It's not authentic, man, especially the younger generation. The AI don't got no map. You could never map out a person from the 70s. Because by the time they say jive turkey for the 70th time, the system gonna overload. Like, oh, you jiving. You jive turkey. You jive turkey. You jive turkey. You jive turkey. You will figure out that you will know it's AI. You could say jive turkey 50 times in 1 minute. Okay, I'm about to get out of here. Did y'all get the news? I'm so glad y'all did. Make sure y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button too. Everything you heard in this video is alleged allegations and speculations. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I got so much love.